Beraja di mata, bersutan di hati, oh manusia. Gayung pun tak jua bersambut, oh celah.
My name is Irene Xavier. I'm now 64 years old. In 1987, 31st October, I was detained under the Internal Security Act. We had a kind of sense that there was going to be a big crackdown, and then people kept telling things like, your name is on the list. And we said, why should my name be on the list? And we just talk and laugh. But a number of people who were told that were on the list were actually detained, including me. We were organizing to transform the National Union of Plantation Workers, because it was really a very big union. Even at that time, it was still big. Influential union, influential with the government, influential in the national union movement, as well as the international movement, which was ICFTU at that time. UMNO was undergoing a big crisis at that time, and then he wanted to, divert attention. And of course, in Malaysia, the thing that they would always think about is race and religion.
Race, communism.
Yeah, so at that time it was so much race. Yeah, so actually at that time even communism was not a very threatening thing, because the Communist Party had already surrendered. Russia had already, the USSR had already failed and broken up and all that. So really there was no real communist threat as such. But they still played that card. Then those days they wouldn't allow lawyers visits. We also didn't expect to be visited by a lawyer, so we didn't push or like detainees now. Some of us were threatened with sexual violence. They said, do you know that the communist detainees, before we raped them, do you know that we put them into a cage for days, and then when they came out they couldn't even stand up? Do you know that we refused to give them any sanitary pads, and they were just leaking onto the floor? So all these things they said. I mean, we have no idea whether it's true or not true, but the point is it could be true. So they said these things to us. There is a gender element to detention, especially detention without trial. It can be scary because you could be raped, you could be sexually molested. I guess men as well, but somehow for women, this can be a big threat, and there are no real checks and balances. I believe that a police officer should always be present during the interrogation, 60 days. Most of the days there was a woman present, but on the days when they decide to be violent, in my case, the woman was missing. It's just the man.